Mobile operator Cell C is looking to gain more contract subscribers with its contract buyout plan. The company's chief executive, that's Jose dos Santos, joins us for a more in-depth discussion and to understand exactly what this entails. Jose, thank you so much for your time. This buyout contract, what is it?
Well, good morning and thanks for having me in the show. Simply put, if you look at the last 2 years, we've been very aggressive in the prepaid market and we've gained a lot of market share, and the company is now in a sound footing going forward. And we've been investing a lot of time and effort in our back office in getting our customer service right, really building a platform that will allow us to go and penetrate the contract market, the postpaid market. And we thought, what a better way to be creative and maintain our consumer focus in really steering up the market and giving the consumer some real value back. So the promotion in this program that we've launched is one of the biggest hurdles for consumers to move to Cell C is the termination costs that they have with existing incumbents. So we designed this program to say, well, there's a series of 7 different tariff plans. They're called Epic. You can choose which one you like. Walk into a store, terminate your contract with your existing incumbent, whatever those termination fees. The value that we will support you from 1,000 Rand to 10,000 Rand is determined by the package you choose. You'll get a smart card with the value that we give you. So let's say it's a 10,000 Rand, return that value that we're giving you back. You simply take that into any point of sale system which you'll have access to that money, pay your account with the existing incumbent and join Cell C. It's as easy as that. And also we've taken the opportunity now with all the publicity about price increases, that if you sign up with Cell C, no more price increases for the duration of the 2-year contract. So it's very simple. I think also very smart from our perspective is, let's assume you're with one of the other networks, your contract is expired, there is no termination fees, you sign up with Cell C, you still get that value. So, in our economic times, you could have 4,000 Rand, 5,000 or even 10,000 Rand on your debit card that you can go out and utilize at your own will. So, we believe it's quite aggressive.
I think, yeah, it sounds fantastic, and I think from an investment background, it's for me, it's almost, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is too good to be true. So I've got to ask you, what is the catch here? I mean, just to give you a bit of background, I bought this tablet from Vodacom on one of their postpaid packages, and then obviously I got the rate hike. I'm furious. I sort of worked out it would be better to buy it on contract rather than go and buy it in the store, and I would love to get out of this contract and potentially come to Cell C, but I think my concern, as well as what is the catch to the in the T's and C's, is how's your guys' network going to handle this? I mean, there's been a lot of criticism that perhaps if you do get a huge influx of customers, you guys aren't going to be able to handle it.
So if I can answer the 2 questions. One, there is no catch. I mean, simply, we did have to put a terms and conditions into the contract that says if consumers do come on board and within 3 or 4 months they decide to move on, all we want them to do is really pay back their handset in the portion that was contributed to the termination of the contract. What Cell C doesn't do, like the other incumbents, is if consumers want to cancel the contract with Cell C, we only charge them for the handset portion, the outstanding balance. We don't charge them for the subscription fees. Other incumbents actually do charge for that. So we find it in a very simplistic way, say, join us. If you want to leave, just pay for your device portion, and that's the end of the game. On the network side, to answer that, you recall, I think I was on your show in 2013. The prepaid growth was phenomenal. We did have congestion on the network. We've been building network. That's why last year our focus was not postpaid at all. We didn't want to bring these customers on and then they have an inferior service. So we've really been investing. We're now spending over 8 billion Rand on building the LTE network. The Gauteng improvement project is complete. We've had phenomenal response from our customers on Gauteng. Western Cape has started about 6 weeks ago. We anticipate that program, that optimization, to be complete by around October, November this year. And also then building the super data fast LTE network that we're investing on. So we're pretty confident that the network is now at the level that consumers are happy, and we're working extremely hard over the coming months to even make it better than our competitors. We don't have a spectrum problem at this point in time, so we're really in a well-positioned place to drive that.
Okay, maybe you can just ask one follow-up question on that. Yeah, you obviously mentioned the competitors. I read something from MTN out yesterday as well. The operator welcomes competition and is something that fosters innovation for the benefit of all customers. So, I mean, MTN's basically saying, Cell C, bring it on. Are you not worried about sort of a kickback from the likes of Vodacom and MTN, reducing their rates dramatically? I mean, I suppose from MTN's point of view, they're quite happy that you go and pay them to buy out the customer, and then they just have another opportunity to go and win the customer back from you again. I mean, is that how does that fit into your thinking?
Look, you know, this is war out there. You know, this industry is not you know, an industry that's sort of calmed down. We're trying to buy market share. It's as simple as that. We need to get our critical mass in the postpaid game. I'm sure they'll react, and we're ready for that reaction. If they do match it, well, it's just going to cost them more money. You know, my advice to them is do nothing, lose 5-6 points of market share. It'll be cheaper than trying to retain them, retain customers. It's just going to eat their earnings. So, but anyway, it's up to them. They must decide what they want to do. It's a highly competitive market, and Cell C's position is always to bring the best value to our consumers, and that's what we've done again.
Jose, I've just picked up on a couple of things that you're doing. So just to highlight, you're being more client-centric. So you've got these offering. We also know about your WhatsApp offering. And now you are also bulking up your infrastructure spend to make sure that you do have the right foundation. You also mentioned, I think a couple of weeks ago, that you are looking at a restructuring process where we could possibly see job cuts. Where are we with that?
So last year was the big year for us. That's where we went through a serious restructuring. I mean, basically our service costs have come down about 23% year on year, and a lot of that was what we did last year. This year it's really just the one area, the operational side of the business in terms of the network area. Initially we anticipated about 41, 47 people that were going to be laid off. Recently, as a couple of days ago, it's more likely going to be about 6 or 7. We're just going through the process. Most of the staff have been accommodated in other areas of the business. So I'm quite happy. This is not a major restructure. It was just the one area to make sure that as we roll out this LTE network, we got the right structure to support our strategy.
Jose, thank you so much for making the time to join us. That was a very big thank you to Cell C Chief Executive, Jose dos Santos.